Hi everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm going to build a picture frame, and it's for a contest over at garagewoodworks.com. And basically the contest is build your own picture frame and submit a picture of it, and then people are going to vote to see who wins. So here's my idea. It's a gravity-defying picture frame, and basically I did a quick sketch here. I've got 3 pictures of me and my father that I've been wanting to frame, but they're 3.5-inch square pictures. So it's been hard to find frames for them, so I'm just going to make this one for those pictures. And basically the idea is that this frame over here is going to rest on the table, while these 2 that are tied in with it are suspended in the air. And I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet. Obviously some sort of weight or something is going to have to be on this one to kind of counterbalance these 2 up here. So stick around and let's see what happens. Okay, I've got all the pieces cut to size, so let's take a look at what I've got. You can see here I cut a lot of miters, and the next step I need to do is cut a rabbet on the interior back side of each frame that the picture and the glass will sit in. This rabbet, that's where the picture and the glass is going to sit inside. Right, now it's time to do some sanding. Alright, gluing this up is going to be a little bit tricky, but I think I have a method to glue this up using blue tape as a clamp. So let's see how this works. Right, I think I got everything glued up where it's pretty much square or very close to it. So let's let this glue dry, and then we'll come back and do some final sanding and put some finish on it. Right, now I'm going to cut the plexiglass squares that are going to sit in the picture frame. And it should right off. Okay, so now I've got the 3 pieces of plexiglass cut out, ready to go in the frame. Alright, let's take the tape off and see what we got. Alright, so I've got the picture frame completed. I've put a couple coats of Danish oil on it. I like that because it just leaves kind of a natural wood finish. It's still not gravity defying yet. So my next step is to figure out how to make that part happen. So let's see what I come up with. In order to get it to stand up on this right-hand picture frame here, I'm going to have to put a counterweight on this side so that these stay up in the air and they won't tip over. So here I already have my plexiglass cut with my pictures, and Just go ahead and set those in place. Make sure they're right side up. That's important. Yep. Alright. For these two pictures that are going to be suspended in the air, I want to use something lightweight, so I've cut some cardboard and folded it over and taped it. So that's going to be the backer for the picture, so it holds the picture in place. The heaviest thing I could find were fishing sinkers. So what I've done is I've taken a Ziploc bag and put fishing sinkers in there, and I folded up the bag, cut off the excess, and taped it closed, and made kind of a triangle shape. And the reason for that is, in order for the two pictures over here to stay suspended in the air, the weight needs to shift over to this side of the picture frame. And I kind of feel like, since this is kind of the pivot point right here, that all the weight should be from this diagonal point back. If I'm afraid if I get some weight up here, it might help it tip over that way. So what I've tried to do is do a triangle of weight right here, and that's where the fishing sinkers come in. So I'm going to slide that into place. They're kind of hard to get into a triangle shape, but it just takes some finagling to make it fit in the picture frame. And I want it to be flat so that when I put on my backer board, it'll lay flat. So obviously here I don't need the cardboard backing, because the sinkers are going to take up that space within the frame. But I do need a small triangle of cardboard that will fit right in there. And there we go, and that's how that's done. All the counterweight is on this side. So hopefully, once I get all this together, it will sit perfectly on this frame, and these will be up in the air. So the next thing I've done is the backer board. I don't want to add any more weight than possible. So what I've done is I've cut a backer board out of cardboard. This is a picture frame. It's going to be sitting on a table or a desk or something, so it's not going to get much abuse. So I think this cardboard is just going to hold everything in place, and that's all I really need. So I'm going to place this cardboard on the back, and I have already pre-drilled for screws around the frame, and I just kind of took a pencil and poked holes where those pre-drilled holes are. And I am just going to use screws and screw down the cardboard. Alright, I've got it all screwed down. The back is on. Let's clean off the front. And I can tell that this side is heavier because it's got the weight in there. So let's see if it stands up. Nice.